Hi everyone, my name's Harry Williamson,
And I'm Brock Knights.
and we are two of the Emmaus students who undertake VCAL.
If you've clicked on this video, that probably means you're interested in joining the VCAL team, or you just want to know a little bit more about it.
And who better to answer your questions on this topic than the two teachers in charge of VCAL? Would you please welcome Mr. Scott Eddington and Mr. Nice McCann.
Welcome. Let's get right into it. Now, Mr. Eddington, before we jump into it, what would you be able to explain to the people at home what the difference between VCE and VCAL is?
There's a massive difference between VC and VCAL. If students want to look at a university course, they're going to need to do their VCE. If students want to look at an apprenticeship or a traineeship, if they want to enter the workforce or continue on with more VET studies, they need to look at VCAL. If they want to become a carpenter or a nurse, a plumber or a mechanic, they need to look at VCAL. If they work in hospitality, doing event management, become a beautician for weddings, or work in land management, or even work in screen and media broadcast industry, they've got to look at VCAL as an option. We even had, last year we had professional dancers, we've had landscapers, even pastry chefs. So there's a huge variety of industries that need this nationally recognised certificate, being the VCAL.
Yeah, awesome. Edo, you're the VCAL coordinator at Emmaus. Would you be able to explain what your role does for the VCAL program?
Yeah, I see myself as a bit of a help desk, a bit of a link to quite a decent web of information and personnel involved in the delivery of the program. Hopefully I inspire teachers and inspire students as well, but I want to ensure that we have a smooth running program, because it's a big, huge program. It's a massive program, and I'm going to just trying to make it as easy and as simple for the students to experience, but also for the teachers to deliver. There are massive rewards in the program, big experiences and qualifications for the students. Along with the nationally recognised certificate, the students complete 2 VET courses, one in the Business Cert 2 and one in industry specific, where the students have actually chosen, whether it be plumbing or carpentry. Plus they get a whole lot of other employable qualifications along the way. I sort of see myself as overseeing the whole program, and if there's any problems that come up and students need help, I'm there as a help desk.
Now, VCAL classes are a lot different to what younger years are doing. Do you care to explain that?
Yeah, massive difference between junior years and a big difference between VCAL and VCE. VCAL is a massive amount of fun and exciting. Instead of studying algebra and science and completing text responses for English, you're learning about yourselves, you're developing confidence, you're developing a variety of skills for employment, working out the cost of moving out of home, for example. It is a huge program geared at personal development, making students more employable. It's a whole variety of hands-on activities, real life experiences as well. Students involved in community work and group work, and they develop industry-based knowledge. One of the big differences also is that the students don't have textbooks. We don't have textbooks in VCAL, which is a big difference between students, but students love it. I've actually got a couple of student testimonies here. Carla, who's doing hospitality, she wrote, I think it's in the newsletter this week, 2020 is a year I could not have planned. There have been so many unexpected twists and turns, yet one thing I knew I would enjoy was VCAL, which I have come to love. VCAL has made me a more positive person, and over time I've learnt and gained new skills and I can apply anywhere in life. And Carla probably hasn't really enjoyed school for the last 4 years, and I've got another one from Mackenzie, who again hasn't really enjoyed much school over the last 4 years, year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10, but she wrote, this year's been a testing time. I had originally loved the idea of working from home, but that changed this time around due to my love of school and change of attitude due to VCAL creating a more fun environment and more welcoming space. This year has given me the opportunity to confirm in my mind what it is I want to do. So it's a massive difference, big opportunities, and a fabulous program.
Yeah, it definitely is. Now, DMAC, we're not going to forget about you. You are the VET coordinator. Would you care to explain what your role for the VCAL program entails?
My role entails me meeting with the students when they first come into VCAL, and with Mr. Simmons, who's the careers counsellor, and Mr. Eddington, we talk to students about what VET course would suit them the best for the next 2 years of their school life. So the VET courses are then the students are then enrolled in the VET courses, and they will give me all their details. They then get in touch with the TAFEs or the providers, and they work basically from there via the VCAL coordinator and me.
Now, I keep hearing this word VET. Can you please explain to the viewers what VET actually is?
VET stands for Vocational Education and Training. So it's a different pathway to doing VCE in that you get some qualifications for practical type subjects, but there's lots of different types of courses. You've got your traditional courses like building and construction, plumbing, beauty, retail, cosmetics, but then you've got all the other, there's many others: equine studies, animal studies, acting, screen and media, computing. Oh, there's so many out there. So basically it's a different pathway, a different way. It's like doing a VCE subject but off campus, and all their assessments are basically competency based. So most of them don't do exams. There's about 12 VET subjects that do exams, but if you're doing VCAL, you don't do the exam in that subject.
Now, DMAC, you did mention it just then, but would you be able to give some examples of TAFE courses for the viewers?
So I said the traditional types, building, construction, plumbing, electrotechnology, bricklaying, and then it goes on to other courses such as equine studies, working with horses, animal studies, allied health if you want to become a nurse, beauty, retail, cosmetics, acting, screen and media, computing, horticulture. There's so many, there's hundreds and hundreds. And so when we first meet the students, we go through what their interests are and how they might fit into a VET course.
Edo, you mentioned that one of the classes we do in VCAL is a business course. Is this course hands-on?
Yeah, the Business Cert 2 that all VCALs do is completed online through iVET, but it is massively hands-on. This year, students' business plans involve food, very popular topic, where they created a business and making profits, but going through the whole process of a business, working in groups, experience real-life business. And this year, the students were given from iVET $20 each as a credit to spend for their business. But yeah, the Business Cert 2 is really hands-on. It's fantastic.
Edo, apart from the nationally recognised VCAL certificate, what else do the students get out of the VCAL program in terms of qualifications?
Yeah, a lot of the qualifications we provide for the students, and they're nationally recognised certificates. They obviously get their VET industry specific studies, which they go to TAFE Review Wednesday for. They get their Business Cert 2. They get their RSA, Responsible Serving of Alcohol. And we had a student last year, and he ended up working at Links Golf Course down in Mornington Peninsula. And he, originally, when he was doing his RSA, he thought, what am I doing this for? But with this expensive or well-off sort of a golf course place, high-end golf course, he ended up serving alcohol as a job in the events room. So massive benefits getting a whole of these certificates for the students. We also look at food handling certificate, job skills qualifications. We've just recently completed our first aid level 2 certificate with CPR. And one of my students, Luke, he was meant to be doing it with his VET course, but he already did it with us. So he saved a lot of time there. We do a nationally recognised water safety certificate. The students become barista trained for jobs. They get interviewing skills qualifications. They learn about other things as well, like body language. They learn how to cook for themselves. They develop fitness, develop work-related skills, and the list goes on and on and on. And it sounds a really hard course, but it seriously is not, and seriously a good work opportunity for the students. VCAL sets the students up so well for their future work life. And they've been given heaps of opportunities. We had a student, Chloe, this year, who was doing some volunteer work as part of the VCAL program, and she ended up getting a massive scholarship, a $10,000 scholarship for next year. So unfortunately, at the end of year 11, we're going to lose her, and she'll be off pursuing her makeup career, or makeup artist career. So good luck to her, but lots and lots of skills and qualifications that the students get.
Now, DMAC, you actually teach VCAL classes as well as being VET coordinator. What do you actually teach?
I teach the seniors in conjunction with their other teachers, media. So with the literacy teacher, the work-related skills teacher, and the personal development teacher, when they need to do anything to, sort of make a film or make a virtual resume, I'll work with them, and we use the great equipment we've got at the school to sort of put them out there in, say, on social media or somewhere like a YouTube channel or something like that.
Now, it's no secret that there are a lot more Year 11s than 12s this year, Edo. Can you explain how the Year 12 VCAL year is so different from the Year 11?
Yeah, a lot of the Year 11 students at the end of the year gain apprenticeships, and they leave the school. So the population of Year 12 is never as big as the Year 11s. Plus, students can get into school-based apprenticeships in Year 11. When they finish Year 11, they can go into Year 12 or leave school and pursue their apprenticeship full-time. Some Year 12s we've had this year just want the satisfaction of completing a Year 12. And some students probably not quite feel as if they're ready to leave. So that's why some students stay on. In terms of, we've got massive numbers in Year 11 this year. We've got two solid big classes. I think the reason for that is probably my dashing good looks, maybe. But then the thing is, a realization from the students is not really my good looks. It's more about the benefits of VCAL. And I had a 10-year reunion with a student last year, Tom Tunison, a great student, and he wanted to become a builder. And I spoke to him last year, and I asked him, did you do VCAL back in the day? And he said, no, I did VCE. And he said it was the worst mistake he's made because he felt like he wasted 2 years of his career in building. Because students can start their VET in Year 11 and complete it in Year 12. So there was 2 years of VET he sort of wasted that he could, or time wasted. And he also, when you do work experience with VCAL starting in Year 11 and finishing in Year 12, it's paid work. You're employed by a company and you're getting so much industry experience. So he felt as if he lost that 2 years when he always wanted to be a builder. So we'll probably lose a whole lot of Year 11s at the end of this year, but we'll see how we go.
In VCAL, it's pretty well known that we do a lot of projects outside of school. What community activities does the VCAL program undertake?
Yeah, we do a lot of community work. We do volunteer work at homeless shelters. This year, we're looking at building 2 cubby houses for Holy Saviour Primary School and another kindergarten, which the name escapes me, but that kindergarten is wanting to raffle off the cubby house and raise funds for the kindergarten itself. We also do community work at the start of the year. We did community work with along the Great Ocean Road with weed management. There's a ton of community work that we do. It's great.
Now, talking about the weed management, most kids listening to this probably won't know, but there's actually a VCAL camp. I'm assuming that this would be a normal camp where everything is planned out for us, right?
No. It's not all planned out. The students plan it themselves. It's a bit of a holiday for me and the other teachers. It's great fun. This year, students planned to head down to, we went down to Lawn. They set up base camp. They did many activities, including a high ropes course at Live Wire down in Lawn, which was very scary and challenging for myself, but also for the students. Did hikes to waterfalls. We did some weed management with Parks Victoria and the Great Ocean Road volunteer group. So we had a bit of environmental impact down there. We do group work. There's cooking groups. There's cleaning groups. The students are making decisions. For me, it's a great way to tick off competencies for the VCAL certificate on camp.
So, Edo, bottom line, why should kids join VCAL?
There's currently a great misconception of what VCAL is. And there was a student earlier this year in year 12, and I asked this student, what do you want to do when you finish school, finish year 12? And he said, I want to be an electrician. And I said, well, how come you're doing VCE PE? And he said, oh, my mum just got me to do it. I think a lot of students misunderstand what VCAL the benefits are and what it can provide. I mean, who would you employ as an electrician? A student who's done the year 12 VCE, or a student who's completed VCAL, which is a nationally recognised certificate, plus a business cert 2, so an understanding of business and the nuts and bolts of that, plus 2 years of VET, electrician course, and 2 years of worksite experience working as an electrician. To get ahead and get an advantage, VCAL is definitely what students should be looking at. To get a job, to work in industry, and to get an apprenticeship, you need to be looking at VCAL. The choice is yours, but I choose VCAL.
Now, DMAC, I'm going to throw the question to you. Why do you think kids should join VCAL?
I think sometimes people need a pathway, need a way to somewhere different to university. They know what they want to do. They know where they're going. So I think, look, if you are disengaged with school, if you need something different, VCAL is the place to be. It is a great course. Everyone in VCAL I can see is having a great time. I've seen students, go from being very, very unhappy at school to feeling part of a community. So they are really enjoying what they're doing, and it's because it's hands-on. They get something out of it. It's very important in life to get something out of what you're doing.
Yeah, very much so. So thank you so much, Edo and DMAC, for coming on and spending your free time explaining to everyone watching how amazing VCAL is. If the kids have any additional questions they would like to ask, where can they contact you?
They can contact Scott Eddington through MLink, or best option is to get through my email, even on Teams, but email, which is scott.eddington@maas.vic.edu.au. It's the best way to get onto me. And I've got a ton of resources that I can send out to give you a bit more nuts and bolts information about the VCAL program.
And they can find me via email or via Teams. Denise.mccann@Emmaus, and I'm sure you'll put the details on the end of this anyway. So
yeah, they're flashing at the bottom there. Thank you again, Edo and DMAC, for coming on. Thank you to everyone watching, and hope to see you in VCAL. Have a good day.